Hot take here. I think that IEMs and like open back shouldn't be in one sentence. That's because from an objective standpoint, like from a graph standpoint, there's barely any difference when covering and not covering here at the front when measuring the frequency response graph. Then when it comes to real world uses, you're sacrificing isolation and sound leakage for the feeling of openness, which varies from person to person, where subjectively, I find the open back design to do nothing for the soundstage. Like, the best way I would describe it is, yes, there's less of that occlusion feel that IEMs typically give you because now you can hear yourself a little bit better, but it doesn't really add to like the open feel of the actual IEMs. And I'm not trying to be oblivious here to the fact that IEC 711 style couplers can't really represent what we would refer to as technicals. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. If you want to have the endgame feel, looks, and quality for both IEMs and headphones, and you can actually afford it, take a look at Dekoni Audio's ensemble cables. They're soft, light, and they practically don't tangle at all. Not to mention, you get modularity through their proprietary MCS cable tech, where you can literally use the same connection for your DAC, then just get different terminations that's actually going to be suitable for your IEMs if you're using one, or headphones to make everything less cluttered. They also have things like the Bullets foam ear tips and the mag DAC holder, which is somehow, some way made with real leather. So hey, if you have the money for legitimate, high quality endgame accessories that doesn't cut back on quality control, go take a look at Dekoni Audio and use LesModio 10 for an additional 10% off your next purchase. But now, enough with that, let's talk about the Fosi Audio IM4 open back IEM, which cost roughly around $100 or like 5,500 pesos, 6,000 pesos, depending on where you're buying it. And for that price, I'll tell you how it sounds like for me, plus objectively, how it games and stuff like Valorant. And despite these being sent by Fosi Audio themselves, I'll tell you why this felt like a disappointment given the package. So let's start with that factor. Accessories and comfort wise, these are the most premium feeling IEM I own, where you're immediately presented with that amazing, mesmerizing orange on matte black finishing, also available in silver, which is comfortable as it doesn't press into any part of my ear, with the top width being at 16.1 millimeters, the bottom taper being at around 7.65 millimeters, and the lip diameter being at a modest 6.05 millimeters, making this one of the most comfortable IEMs that I own. As for the accessory side, the cable here looks good, feels amazing, and there's no cable noise when I'm walking. There's also this nice full leather case inside of the box, plus 3 different types of ear tips, where one is a short wide ear tip, one is a narrow bore, and another one is going to be a regular bore tip, which give you 3 variations of comfort and sound. Now, talking about the sound that you get, the IM4 have a single dynamic driver that provides 2 tuning nozzles. So one is in gold and another one is in black, where objectively both follows a V-shaped tuning from a grasp perspective. So the IM4 should be fun and engaging, where bass-wise, both nozzles here have a significant amount of sub-bass, where it should be rumbly and include a lot of bass that you feel, while also including a lot of mid-bass for that punchy bass that you hear, which gradually gets toned down to cut back on the bloated, potentially bloated, muddy, and low-quality bass. That's something that like a boosted 250 to 300 hertz could potentially provide. As for the mids, which is pretty typical of V-shaped tuned IEMs, mids here are overshadowed by the bass plus the treble region, where the upper mids is boosted to compensate for the lack of mid-range presence that these have, meaning it can be peaky or sibilant when listening to artists like Mariah Carey or Ado, as both the default black nozzles as well as the gold nozzle boost the region in like the 2 to 3k hertz range, which contribute to the S's and P's and like whistling notes to sound sibilant, while having like a boosted treble and air region as well to somewhat provide you that sense of detail like at a higher level, but it also contributes to that fatiguing peaky sound that it could potentially provide. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but I said a lot of shoulds, mights, and basically a lot of hypotheticals because these are simply not for me. Like, this is where I think Fosi Audio wasted so much potential on the IM4 because looks-wise, it's so freaking good. And like, comfort is also really good. Accessories are really good. But out of the 10 people that I asked, including myself, not a single one of us actually liked this, and all of us had basically one word to say about it. blurry, meaning voices sound like artists are singing behind pillows while also somehow simultaneously sounding peaky for SS and cymbals. Bass also muffles a lot of things here, where it kind of sounds like an afterthought and it just got placed there to compensate for the amount of upper mids plus treble that the IM4 have by boosting the lower mids to sub bass while simultaneously somehow failing at both areas. Now, I know what you're gonna say, like try different ear tips. I did. Try different songs. I did. Try different like scenarios for them. I did. But everything leads to the same feeling of the IM4 sounding, for the lack of a better term, low res. Then gaming wise, these should have been way more than capable given that FPS titles like Valorant have sound cues for gunshots and abilities at the upper mids range to treble areas, while footsteps usually lie within the lower mids to sub bass regions, and from a grasp perspective at least, these should have been a contender for one of the better IEMs within this price range specifically made for FPS, at least for Valorant, but it's not. They carry a lot of the same sentiment for music where they're blurry to say the least, muffly to say the least, low res, and dare I say, subjectively at least, terrible for uses where you want a lot of detail, imaging, and a sense of separation in between instruments for songs, plus sound cues in games due to how it presents and how confusing that presentation comes across even after multiple weeks of uses. But hey, if you like this kind of honesty, wink wink. And now let's talk about the technicals. I would say that this is another point of disappointment since most bright leaning IEMs that I've tried, historically at least, were really good at providing a good sense of detail. Like the kind of detail you can't tell or describe but expect given the tuning plus the price range. But no, not on these. Moving on to something more specific, imaging in both nozzles provide a good idea of where sound cues and instruments are coming from, but it's nowhere near pinpoint accurate while being spicy or tiring to listen to for games and music. As for separation or the ability to focus on individual instruments, sound cues, or just generally anything inside of a track or a game are just scrambled to say the least. Like, I have a hard time zeroing in on anything while I found myself getting irritated on them plus weirded out by how everything sounds like for these, where everything just came across as like unnatural and outright wrong when I compare it to something that I consider as neutral like the Zigat Lush. So what exactly am I trying to say here? Well, I think that Fosi Audio knocked it off the park here with the accessories, the comfort, and the general presentation of things because I was so happy upon opening this because I mean, look at this. The IEMs itself just looks outright drop dead gorgeous. Let's just put it like that. But then again, looks, comfort, accessories, and just like general presentation is just that. Something you paid good money for that's made for music shouldn't just look good. It should most importantly, and above everything else, sound good. Then again, maybe it just doesn't work for me, but I would say that this is flat out just not good. I place them at C tier here, where they literally got carried by the accessories and the packaging, then everything else falls apart. That said, thank you once again to Fosi Audio for sending these out and for allowing me to have my freedom when it comes to review. Huge thanks to the channel members right over here, especially those who are in the train tier, namely Hamza_T, CJ Kims423, Yanzanon3130, Carl, Humbleshore, and Toothpaste7XXX. Thank you for your support. Alright, my name is Charles, and click here to watch what I used to think was the best IEM for FPS until I did the whole 30-day thing recently.